When I was little, my grandmother bought a tea room which used to be called the Kaiora, and it was on the corner of Parade Street and Park Street, and there was a hardware store and then there's tea rooms, and I used to go upstairs with the aunties and we see the racing cars go down the street, come down Park Street and go up Parade Street, and that was pretty exciting. There was the railway bridge, and we used to stand up there with the smoke of the train going past it many a time and walk down. There was on the corner opposite these tea rooms, there was a service station, Watson's, and you go up the street and you see the New South Wales Bank, which has been pulled down now and is now the Bendigo Bank. And then there's a newsagents, which used to be a bank many years ago, and they turned it into a news agency. Then the post office, and then there's that corner, and opposite that's the co-op. And I worked at the co-op for a few weeks when I left school first, when my sister left school and looked after the family for 12 weeks. And that was exciting, leaving home, because my mother died and I had to leave school to look after the young brothers and sister. So it was a pretty busy time. Knew nothing about washing clothes or ironing, starching everything like my mother used to do. I don't know how she did it, but you soon learn. There was always 2 butchers, 2 bakers, 2 hotels, 2 of everything, and a beautiful dress shop, Teddy Wilson's, and he knew what people wanted and he would buy to suit that person, and so there was always something there in that shop for you. My great auntie Ethel Ryan used to go and she'd say, "Mrs. Ryan, I have just the thing for you," and she always bought it. What else was there? A bootmaker's shop. And we had a chemist shop down where the green tiles in the main street were. And Mr. Barnett, he was the dentist that used to come and he'd put a needle down to your ribs and pull you out of the chair because, I've never gotten over that. So I'm always petrified of dentists now to this day. But there was 2 of everything. And then we had Gilchrist making water tanks and troughs for the sheep and cattle and whatever. And they had wheelwrights here many years ago, so all those things have changed, and there's only 1 butcher now, still 2 hotels. But there's a Pratt has a licence and the golf club have a licence for alcohol. It's home to me. Coming back was good, I enjoyed it. It was nice over in Queensland too, but it's always good to come home. And family are here, so that makes a big difference too.
Can you tell us about the dances and the deb balls?
Yes, they had a deb ball going. I was a debutant once, and we had lovely dances in the hall over the years, and the men always stood at the front door and and the girls sitting around the wall, but we had lots of dances. It was really good. Everybody used to go because there was no TV in those days, and if there's anything was on, everybody went to it. That's where TV has ruined quite a bit of that sort of social life, really.
That would have been social activities and a good integration of the communities coming together.
Then we had football, and Pingelly had a team and Brookton had a team, and now they're combined. And I played hockey for many a year, and some days my sister and I used to walk in 4 miles from the farm, play hockey and then walk home. That was very dedicated, wasn't it? Because in those days people didn't know that you could never ride or something or other, but now you wouldn't do that. You'd have to be lining somebody up to get you. And we were good hockey players because I remember coming back here and the SES were doing a thing for a reunion of hockey, and this Percy Marshall that taught us said, "Why aren't you here?" And I said, "Well, I wasn't invited." And I was one of the original hockey players many years ago. And my mother played hockey too, and she got split lip and still had the scar with it many years ago she played. So, and she played tennis and was top of the bumper board, they used to call it in those days, the woman tennis. So, yeah, the Pages were a pretty sporting family, really.